Are you thinking to study in Germany or even already received an admission letter from a German university? If so, I would assume that after the first excitement, you are asking yourself how it will be, can I afford it, which cost can I expect, and so on and so on. But please don't worry. If you plan to study and live in Germany as an international student, it is essential to have precise expectations regarding the cost of living. This video will give you a clear overview of all types of costs and enable you to make the right decision. In addition, at the end of this video, you will learn how you can significantly reduce the cost of living in Germany, so that at the end of the day, you have more money to explore diverse and vibrant life in Germany. Does that sound interesting to you? Then let's go! Hello career enthusiasts, welcome to our channel GermanyCation. On this channel we are helping motivated and talented international people just like you on their professional breakthrough in Germany. On this channel you will find weekly useful and relevant videos, thus subscribe now to have the fastest access to the new releases. You are probably thinking about how difficult it will be to deal with all the responsibilities and challenges that come with studying abroad. When you are in Germany, you not only devote yourself to your studies and grades at your universities, but you also have to deal with many other daily activities. A better understanding of what to expect before you leave is fundamental to your success. Basically, you can define 7 different types of costs. These are tuition fee, rental fee, house allowance, food, transport, health insurance, clothes and further costs. Let's start with the first type of cost, tuition fees. Luckily, we can keep this section relatively short. Although some German universities have reintroduced tuition fees for international students, most of them are for free. In an international comparison, Germany is one of the cheapest countries in the world. In the USA or UK, a semester fee can cost easily around 5,000 euro. At the same time, the quality of the higher education in Germany is one of the best on this planet. The only university fee that you have to pay as a foreign student in Germany is so-called semester fee. A fixed amount that you pay for certain university services such as bus travel, administrative support, sports facilities, cafeteria rooms, and so on. Currently in 2021, the tuition fee per semester in Germany is between 280 and 350 euro, even including a semester ticket for public transport. So at a first glance, it doesn't seem like a difficult decision, right? Let's move on to the next point. The first and probably the biggest concern of every student in Germany is to find a suitable apartment. Labeling a particular city as an expensive city comes mainly from the cost of renting, as this is the largest expense you will have in Germany. As you would normally expect, downtown rents are higher and can unfortunately become unaffordable very quickly for the student budget. For this, we recommend that you find someone with whom you can share their apartment and thus reduce the rental costs. There are many online platforms specialized on shared apartments. wgsuche.de, wggesucht.de, Immobilienscout or immowelt.de. It is common in Germany and you might quickly find a nice and affordable solution. Big cities like Munich, Hamburg, Cologne and Frankfurt are mainly more expensive than other cities like Leipzig or Karlsruhe. Let's take an example on one-bed apartment in city center. The monthly rent is on average less than 700 euro. On the other hand, the same one-bed apartment outside the center costs around 500 euro per month. If you are looking for a perfectly furnished apartment that is large and close to the city center, the rent per month will be on average between 1,000 euro and 1,500 euro. The following table shows the average monthly rental costs in some German cities. As we can see in the table, the south of Germany is the most expensive residential area, with Munich being an absolute leader, while the east is much cheaper. Generally, there is a following tendency from the most expensive to the cheapest region. we start with south, then west, then north, then east. In addition to renting the apartment, you have to pay the monthly bills for heating, electricity, water and garbage. Unfortunately, the electricity price in Germany is still quite high despite a slight decrease in previous years. In Germany, you currently have to pay around 30 cents for 1 kilowatt hour, which resulting to the monthly total of 75 euros for an apartment of 30 square meters. However, if you live with roommates, you will of course share this cost. In some cases, these bills are included in your rent, so you don't have to pay extra for these utilities. Further advice at this stage would be to annually tender your provider of electricity, internet and so on. It is common in Germany to change the provider on an annual basis to secure the best conditions on the market. There are numerous platforms helping you to save money. Just to name some of them, Veriworks or Check24. Spending on food is another big cost center. So how much does food cost in Germany? If you're not that skilled in the kitchen, you would better learn to cook, because eating out in German restaurants isn't a great option if you are looking to save money. Right now, a meal for two in an average restaurant costs around 45 euro. In a smaller chain restaurant, the price for the meal can be between 8 and 14 euros. After every dessert or drink, the price is sure to go higher. For example, half liter of a German house beer costs around 3,50 euro. Prost! If you opt for a cappuccino instead of beer, you have to pay 2,60 euros. A little bottle of water costs around 1,80 euro, and a lemonade costs 2,20 euro. Universities usually have their own cafeteria on campus that offer a variety of good food at a reasonable price. The so-called Mensa has usually a flexible membership system with which the student can charge their cafeteria card a certain amount of money. Very easy. The cost per meal is usually less than 5 euros. If you are willing to learn some basic kitchen skills to prepare delicious dishes, this will definitely save you some cash. The costs for basic food and drinks are not that high in Germany. Here you see the prices for some of the key products. As a student, you are constantly on the move. You are in a hurry to get to your class on time, get back to your apartment, meet a fellow student across the town, buy something, and so on. It can all be very stressful. Choosing which mode of transport to use saves you not only time, but money too. The best way to get from one destination to another is to ride a bike, especially in crowded cities at rush hour. Among other travel options, public transport belongs to the cheapest. At the moment, a single trip on public transport costs around 2 euro. If you regularly travel on the same line, you can purchase a monthly pass, which costs on average around 70 euro. The initial cost of a taxi is on average 3,50 euro, while the kilometer varies between 1,55 euro and 2,50 euro. If you own a car, you should know that the price of gasoline is currently between 1,30 euro and 1,50 euro. It should be noted that health insurance is required by law in Germany regardless of your residence status or your income. You have to get health insurance from the first day of your arrival in Germany. There are basically two types of health insurance in Germany: public health insurance and private health insurance. You are free to choose any of the above types depending on what you need to cover and how much you want to pay for it. How much does health insurance cost? First of all, the cost of health insurance depends on the type of insurance plan you choose. Statutory health insurance, which is compulsory for everyone in Germany, charges lower fees. The amount of payment for your statutory health insurance is regulated by the government. Currently, the monthly contribution rate for this plan is between 70 and 80 euro per month. If you want to cover more medical needs, you will need to get private health insurance, which is usually offered at a higher price. There are no standard payments in private health insurance, as there are many different packages for different individual needs. In addition to the basic needs already mentioned, there are a few other expenses that you have to keep in mind. For example, you need to get some new shoes or buy new clothes to prepare for the new season. In Germany, the quality of clothing is high, but so are the prices. A pair of jeans costs between 50 and 100 euro. A pair of shoes, for example Nike, costs between 60 and 120 euro. For a pair of business shoes, you have to pay a higher price, between 70 and 150 euro. Now, please let me summarize this video regarding cost of living in Germany for international students. First, tuition fee. You don't have to worry about tuition fee in Germany. It is probably the cheapest high-quality education in the world, and currently you pay only around 300 euro per semester. Second, rental fee, which will be your highest cost center. My recommendation here would be to search for an apartment in a suburb area or share the apartment with other students, which is very common in Germany. Third, house allowance. House allowance costs can easily exceed 1/3 of the rental cost. Thus, it is important to monitor it and, if required, change the provider on annual basis. Fourth, food. The food in German supermarkets is very affordable. At the same time, restaurants are rather expensive. My advice: start cooking. It is healthy and makes fun. Fifth, transport. Probably the best combination would be using bicycle and student ticket for public transport. This would help to keep yourself in a good shape and is environmentally friendly. Sixth, health insurance. There is a choice between public health insurance and private health insurance. In the most of the cases, you would be on the good side with the public health insurance. Seventh, clothes and further costs. This cost center is obviously completely up to you. I just want to attract your attention to the second-hand platforms like eBay Kleinanzeigen, Rebuy or Momox. There you can often find very interesting things for small money. Having said that, I would like to thank you for watching this video till the end. As the next step, I'm highly recommending our playlist How to Get a Job in Germany. There you will find all relevant and useful information in one spot. Stay focused, be positive, bis bald.